That would be my second advice. And the other very specific advice I told my daughter and my wife, I said, mortgage your house and buy some vehicles. Yeah, so you have two assets. You got the hard asset, which is your house, and you get some coins, and you're short fiat. That's a great deal. I know many people love real estate, but real estate is contaminated because a lot of people use it as a hedge against inflation. And they don't use it in its real sense of productivity, like a factory, an office building, or as a leisure and enjoyment that could be a house. They get confused and they think that real estate has to be for investment purposes. That's a really bad idea. What do investment purposes but buy Bitcoin? So anybody today, anybody can take a mortgage, long-term, fixed rate, and buy Bitcoin. And if you have a mortgage, don't pay it off. Buy Bitcoin. So that's a very specific advice that I give to my close family, my daughter, and my wife did the same thing.
So if you don't know who this gentleman is a billionaire, and he is sitting there telling an entire audience to mortgage your home, pull out a HELOC or some type of line of credit against it, and buy Bitcoin. You have a hard asset, get a harder asset by leveraging that hard asset. Do you get it with that? What's happening? Sean's coming back at you. I've been away for a little bit of time, but now I'm back to give you an update on the market. And right here, breaking news. President Trump has officially signed a bill ending the U.S. government shutdown. It is a record-setting 43-day government shutdown. A lot of people were getting a little bit antsy. There were some paychecks that stopped getting issued. Lots of news, turbulence, uneasiness, but that is past us. Buy into the FUD. With this, Bitcoin did not really see a major pump with this news. We'll see how markets open tomorrow, but 101.9 at the current time is recording. And look at this chart. We've showed you this time and time again. This is on the just regular normal scale chart. So if we see here, we zoom into the price action, you can see we come up and hit our head back in 2017, 2021, and now as 2025 is no different. Is this just the same pattern that Bitcoin is going to do? Hit its head, fall down, head, fall down, head, fall down. And is it just going to rinse and repeat this every 4 cycles? Looking out 10 years, in 2035, that'll take Bitcoin up to 240,000. That would be extremely, extremely underwhelming, as a lot of people are calling for much higher targets in the next 10 years. That 20 to 25%, 40% CAGR that people are saying is going to continue to happen to send Bitcoin to the millions. You be the judge, but this line definitely is in the sand. Bitcoin has to break through this eventually, but this is a higher low, higher low. Right now, it's higher low. So could we just be resetting before we then rip up to the upside to potentially get above that? And then maybe back test before we get a continuation. You be the judge. Right here, fear and greed is in the floor at 15. Does that make sense? Bitcoin's at almost 102, over 100,000 in the floor. 102,000 per token, but in the floor. People are fearful. There's still a lot of upside to Bitcoin. Bitcoin bros believe. So dollar cost averaging with these pullbacks is definitely a long-term strategy. Speaking of strategy, looking at strategy, closed around 224. How much lower could this go? So if we look here, we had a trend line. The trend's your friend to the end. And you can see that this trend line definitely has broken. Bounced off it once, twice, came back down and fell through it. So could we get a back test of this potentially and get back up into the 300s before ultimately rolling over and coming down? Possibly, but pay attention to this. If we zoom into this current price action, we can see a unique pattern here. We see this looks like some type of inverse cup and handle pattern. It looks a little funky the way that I got drew out, but right here, if this is the neckline of the cup, you see it's, and where will we measure this down to as far as a target? Following through this will take us down to roughly the $150 range, back where we have a lot of confluence to the left of the chart. So this level is going to hold as support. But could we come all the way down here and have a reset? You be the judge. Looking charting guy is sitting there telling you MicroStrategy is literally the same chart right here from each cycle. You come bottom out and just come chop around and then flip screen red with the Gaussian channel before the next blast off. And look what happened. We're back down to these ranges once again. Could be getting ready to go down to that 150 range for MicroStrategy. Seems like that could be the case. MetaPlanet as well is causing a lot of angst with people. Are people still buying the dip of the dollar cost averaging? Right now, still dollar cost averaging opportunity. So 100%. If you're not buying it, not sure what you're doing, but point and fact of the matter is that this chart definitely is bullish. This is the MetaPlanet on the monthly. So each one of these candles represents 1 month, and we're getting price action all the way back to 2006. So you get what I'm saying here. We come up and hit our head again, come up and look. When we came up to the third time to get back above this, we actually back tested this and now seem to be putting in a higher low from our previous few months prior to this breakout. So would we get this back test? It is a bump and run. Look at that orange line in the sand. Once again, this is a monthly chart, and we see that back here, this orange line acted as resistance. We fell all the way down, hit the depths of the market before we climbed out. Back test, continuation to the upside. Is that what we're going to see? We showed you this price targets down to about 150 is what Bitcoin Bros called. This is going between 100 and $120 from where MSTR is right now. Other news, Stretch has approached $100 par value and its volatility is dropping. So as you see, this continues to step up the strike price or stretch price, sorry. You see that the dividend payout has went up as well. The dividend rate 10.5, will we reach up to 10.75 or 1? Definitely could be what's in the cards. We'll leave you with this chart right here from Tech Dev. The record long pre-parabolic phase may finally be nearing its end. So right here, the pre-parabolic phase, getting ready to rally and ramp to the upside. Every single time we have this massive appreciation, and once again, massive appreciation. So how high could Bitcoin go? Bitcoin could see $350,000 if it goes extremely parabolic from where it is right now. The markets will be extremely euphoric, and right now, as I had mentioned, is a buying opportunity. With that, I'm Sean with the Bitcoin Bros. If you guys like this content, go ahead and smash the like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and show us some love. We appreciate each and every one of you. With that, I'm out.